Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to get into Tool. You Lied. Let's see what's going on. Wow. So I can see you guys saying in the chat that this is a cover of Peach, which is Justin Chancellor came from before he joined Tool during the Amoeba album. Okay, cool. Thank you. And you can kind of feel that. It doesn't feel like a classic kind of Tool rhythm. It's sort of it's a little bit kind of straighter and more, you know, more of a headbang. But it's this is my first time hearing Tool take on a cover, so it's going to be interesting hearing them perform something that wasn't written by them. You know, I'm excited for this. Interesting. Before we drop, it's kind of like a monk style singing, isn't it? I'm hearing like a monk in a chapel. It's got that feeling to it, but then it has this kind of dissonance, slight sort of insinuation of darkness and evil, injecting that, this imagery of perhaps like corrupted holiness in some way. And it's not just the singing style, but also the reverb that's kind of attached to it is this very, yeah, it's like a monastery, isn't it? It's that feeling. There's a really nice harmony that's coming in there, but you must listen to this with headphones. There was some really nice sort of interruptions and pulling going on at the sides before it kind of dropped back in. It was building up. It was like a little movement, little disruption, little something, a little wasp buzzing around you, bothering you. You know what I mean? And just then just led into that crash. And it is interesting, this one. It feels like it's a little bit more of a sludgy, grungy kind of journey we're going on, and it rolls on, and it's like this big journey through the desert on some ever moving tank, you know, and you've just got to let yourself just go with it and fall into it. I love the vocals and the sort of purity to them. It has a feel of more like soundtrack music than a song. It feels like a soundtrack to a film. It's something that could kind of go well into a sort of Dune type film or something like that. It's an interesting composition, but it's giving you more of a feeling, you know, and taking you on this journey. Really, really cool. My word. Maynard can really sustain a note, can't he? It's a little scary sometimes, the way he kind of, that, like that line, the way that carried on, and it feels like something out of The Mummy or something, you know what I mean? Like some evil spirit's been resurrected and is coming to haunt me. That was cool. That was that was an entrancing journey. I got really pulled into that. It feels this kind of like evil evil spirits, you know? It's yeah. There was something dark about that one. There was something cursed about that performance, that song. It was yeah. What a weird journey. Really interesting, and you know, Tool can do it in 4/4. They can do it in common time, and they can rock it there. And I think Danny did a lot of intricate work in the fills and everything, and did a lot. It's funny, after like listening to so many Tool songs that are playing with time signatures so much, to hear them in 4/4, it seems odd. It seems weird, but yeah, I think that they've given me a great new appreciation for all the time signature switch ups that they do. But yeah, interesting to see them kind of take on a cover and take on something in standard that, like, you know, and sort of making it their own, and adding that kind of Tool weirdness. Interesting. That was Tool, You Lied.